Hello everyone, just passing by, my name is Bryer, and this is episode 5 of me going through my entire CD collection. And one thing you'll notice, I'm actually shooting this in the day for once. I usually shoot these at night, so that's a huge plus. So today we're going to be going through Q through S today. So without further ado, let's do this. So the first band to talk about is my all-time favorite band. So I'm gonna make this quick because I already did a whole video on them before. I ranked their entire catalog, and that band is, of course, Queen. We have their debut, Queen 2. By the way, another one of my favorite album covers of all time. Your Heart Attack. Still my favorite one, A Night at the Opera. A Day at the Races. And News of the World. Jazz. A Game. Hot Space. The Works. Kinda Magic. The Miracle. Innuendo. And Made in Heaven. And I also have some other Queen related stuff. I also have the Flash Gordon soundtrack. And I also have this greatest hits on Freddie Mercury's solo stuff. Now the reason why I have this with Queen rather than putting it in the Fs where it should be, I usually like to put anything related to Queen in their own separate pile, because since Queen is my favorite band, I want all the Queen related stuff kind of together. So that's kind of why. And lastly, I have of Queen, we have this Platinum collection here. Has their 3 greatest hits, their official ones. And like it suggests, it has all 3 of these in one disc. So if you want to start getting into Queen, I think it's a good way to start out. And then you would get their studio albums after that. So the last band I have for Q is Queensryche, with their probably the most famous album. We have Operation Mindcrime, and you can see this was used because it has this sticker, which is kind of annoying. And there's a giant crack in the back, if you can see it there, right on the side there, on the back there. So yeah, classic heavy metal album. Of course, Jeff Tate. Again, this is probably him in his prime. So yeah, essential heavy metal album, and one of the greatest concept albums for metal as well. All right, so Q is done. So now we're on the R's. So first up for R, we have Rainbow Rising. Of course, it has a amazing lineup. You have Dio on vocals, Richie Blackmore on guitar, Cozy Powell on drums, Tony Carey on keyboard, and Jimmy Bain on bass. Just amazing. And also, I love that album cover too. Just really, this kind of sums up the band, but to me. Okay, next we have the Ramones, Road to Ruin. My only Ramones album so far. I've been meaning to get more of their albums, but as of now, I'm kind of sticking with this for now. But one day, censor that. After that, we have some country here. We have Randy Travis with Always and Forever. No, I'm not a huge country fan, but I do like some classic country, like Randy Travis, I do like some Dolly Parton. I don't have any of hers yet, so I might get her. Johnny Cash, same thing. But yeah, I do like a little bit of country. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Alright, so after that, we have REO Speedwagon with their album You Can Tune a Piano, but You Can't Tune a Fish. Bad puns aside, this is a really good album. Has some classics, Roll With The Changes, Time For Me To Fly. Those were like the big ones, but also songs like Blazing Your Own Trail Again, Sing To Me. So yeah, definitely a good album. And I have probably their biggest album. We have High Infidelity. And you can see there's some cracks on it because that's how it came when I got it. Yeah, it's a shame. And this is brand new too. Oh well, as long as the CD is safe, I guess it's okay. Okay, following REO Speedwagon, we have Did I get you? I totally got you, didn't I? Anyway, seriously, but yeah, Rick Astley, Whenever You Need Somebody. Of course, has the monstrous hit, Never Gonna Give You Up on it. But other than that, I mean, this is really good 80s pop. Very synth heavy, but still, I mean, I like it. I mean, the other songs, Whenever You Need Somebody, Together Forever, Don't Say Goodbye, just, it's fine. It's good. It's not groundbreaking, but it's good. So, I don't know if you would want this, but I wanted it. But anyways, moving on, we have some Rod Stewart. Of course, Every Picture Tells a Story. And A Night on the Town. And Vagabond Heart. I had to look at it because I forgot the title of it. Okay, and after Rod Stewart, we do have a couple Rolling Stones. We have Sticky Fingers. And we have Tattoo You. I used to think the Rolling Stones were just okay, but recently I am slowly starting to get into them, so who knows, maybe I'll find some more. You got the move. Alright, and this will carry us the rest of the R's. I have a lot of albums by this particular band. Of course, we have Rush. We have their debut. Of course, has the great Working Man on it. And we have the second album, Fly By Night, which is the debut of Neil Peart on drums. May he rest in peace. 2112. Farewell to Kings. I think currently this is my favorite Rush album. Hemispheres. Permanent Waves. Moving Pictures. Probably their most popular one. One of my favorites too. Signals. Hold Your Fire. Now this one, a lot of Rush fans tend to dismiss this one. Too 80s, too poppy, but again, I mean, I like this type of music, so it doesn't affect me so much. We have, of course, Force 10, great opener. Time Stands Still, I love that song. I really love the vocals with Amy Mann. Really good. Second Nature, Prime Mover. I love that song. Really underrated in my opinion. But I'll admit the second half does tend to. That's kind of the songs I don't care for as much. But the first half I really love. Then we have this one's a kind of more, this one's their 90s output. We have Presto. Kind of a weird album cover. I'm not a fan of this one, to be honest. Aside from maybe Show Don't Tell and maybe Chain Lightning. But other than that, maybe I need to listen to it again. You can leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And finally, we have their final album. We have Clockwork Angels. Really good way to go out, especially with the final song, The Garden. Really good swan song. Great swan to an excellent band. Alright, we're almost done here. We have the S. First up, we have Santana. I only have this one, Supernatural. You know what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say it. After that, we have Soundgarden. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. Now this is a band some of you might not know. We have Sparks. This is one of their earlier ones. This was released in 2017. And I know they recently released a new album this year, so I might check that one out. But if you don't know who Sparks, they're kind of like it mainly consists of two brothers, Ron and Russell Mael, and they've been making music since the early 70s, and they're very, to me, they're very underrated. This is my only album I have theirs because, their albums are expensive, but still, they produce some really good music, and lyrically, they're quite interesting too. They definitely write very interesting lyrics. So check them out. I do plan to get Kimono My House, Indiscreet, Womp That Sucker, Inks in My Pants. Just this is a band I really want to start getting into more. And this was a good one. Good album to get. Has some really good songs on it. Edith Piaf said it better than me. The title track, Hippopotamus, I Wish You Were Fun, Missionary Position. It's a good album. And I really do like the album cover too. And I like the blue, and I also like the shade of blue on it. There we go. I like that shade. Okay, next we have Steely Dan. Asia. I was really surprised how much I enjoyed this one. I love all the songs basically. This is one of those perfect albums where this is just the album to listen to. Like if you're stressed out, you just put this album on and you just relax to it. So really suggest some Steely Dan, especially this album. Really good starter. Steve Winwood. Very well-known musician. Plays a lot of instruments. This is kind of his most commercially successful. Has his big hit Higher Love, which I enjoy. I don't know, I haven't listened to that much of his catalog, but I know he's worked with many bands, many artists, so I know he gets a lot of respect. So maybe I'll check out more of him soon. Now we have Stevie Nicks with her debut, Belladonna. Really good album here. Features a lot of well-known faces like Don Henley, Tom Petty, and I know there was a lot of other musicians. But yeah, really strong debut of a really good singer. And we also have another album of hers. This is kind of one that most people don't really talk about. This is a late 80s one. This is The Other Side of the Mirror. I've listened to this one a couple times, and so far I still think it's okay. okay songs here, but it's just average. Stevie Wonder. I mean, you gotta have some Stevie Wonder in your collection. This is a 2 CD release, because this was originally this was a double album if you have the vinyl. But yeah, love this one. I also have the soundtrack to The Women in Red. Has the song I Just Called to Say I Love You, which is actually my grandma's favorite songs of all time. So I just had to get this for her. So I'm glad I got it. Almost there. We're almost done here in this episode. It's probably gonna be a short one. We have Sting, of course, from The Police. Nothing Like the Sun. Very jazzy. Because if you don't know, Sting started out as a jazz musician before he joined The Police. So this one has a lot of jazz influence in here. Lazarus Heart is good. Be Still My Beating Heart. Englishman in New York. Fragile. Straight to My Heart. I mean, gotta get this one. And I also have Mercury Falling. I still need to listen to this one. I heard a lot of good things on this one, but still hasn't fully clicked to me yet, but maybe someday. Now we have a Christian metal band. We have Striper, To Hell with the Devil. Kind of a very hair metal band. Here's a picture of them in the back. You can tell very 80s, very glammy. But still, I was impressed of how much I enjoyed this album. And the title track's great, Free, even the ballad Honesty I like, Sing Along Song, Rockin' the World, All of Me, just, yeah, really good. I recommend this one. Alright, now we have some Styx. We have The Grand Illusion. I don't know why I blanked for some reason, but yes, really good one. It took me a while to get, because I was always used to Dennis DeYoung, because that was the only voice I liked. But now I'm starting to really appreciate the other vocalists, Tommy Shaw and J.Y. Young, or James Young, whoever you want to say his name. But yeah, I used to just skip their songs and just go for Dennis's, but now I love the whole album. And next we have Pieces of Eight. Has probably one of my favorite Styx songs, one that most people don't really talk about that much, and that is Queen of Spades. Check that song out, it's really good. And they said Dennis DeYoung can't rock out. And last one is kind of the greatest hits of Styx. It's okay. Has the big ones. I still think you should get the full albums instead. Alright, and to finish off today's episode, we have Superfruit with their debut, Future Friends. Another one of those very rare modern albums I have in my collection. Now, if you don't know Superfruit, I'm pretty sure some of you might know their kind of a cappella group that they're in, Pentatonics. So this is kind of their solo output, and I enjoy this album. Again, I don't listen to much modern music, but I think these two are good singers. They really go well together. And the thing about this CD, I should probably mention if I take it out. So right here, this is actually a scratch and sniff cover. So if you were to scratch it and smell it, it still smells very fruity. And I've had this for about, when did this come out? I want to say maybe 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, and it still smells. It still smells good. Hasn't lost anything, so that's cool. I've never seen a scratch and sniff cover before, so that's kind of cool. And that will do it for this episode. Now I will say that next episode will be the last So if you enjoy this, then please leave a like, leave a comment down below, tell me your favorite CD that you saw here today. Also, make sure to subscribe for more content, and I will see you in episode 6. So thank you for watching, see you then, goodbye.
Alright, Mum.